TFNN. Don't forget, you can test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We had the Dow finish down 107, NASDAQ off 33, S&P's off 8. And right now, folks, we have our man, Mr. Ken Shreve. And depending on how long you've been listening to my show, folks, now I've been on 14 years. You know, Ken was on every Monday giving us a market wrap for years. I forget. I mean, it could have been 5 or 6 or 7 years from Investors Business Daily. Ken is now a contributor to Street.com. Man, Ken Shreve, what's happening?
Tom O'Brien, how are you, my friend?
It's great talking to you, man.
Same to you. You know, I was at TFNN.com and noticed the great redesign at your website, and also pulled up that video of you and your nice studio. Things are looking good.
Oh yeah, and if you haven't checked it out, we'll talk about that a little bit later, folks. But yeah, you can get us on video now, on demand, 24 hours a day. It's a beautiful thing. Well, listen,
yes,
man, thanks for coming on. First off, I really appreciate it. You know, tell the folks exactly how you look at the market, Ken.
Well, Tom, as you know, you mentioned I was going on your show for, I mean, it probably was close to 6 years.
Isn't that
5, 6,
wild?
7 years. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. And so, so my training in the stock market is, from Bill O'Neill at Investors Business Daily. And
yes.
I focus on growth stocks. I like to buy stocks that have an innovative product that's driving growth. Heard you talking about JDS Uniphase just a couple of moments ago. And
right.
This is a stock that's getting pulled back with along with the general market here, but I think that this is a company that is really adapting successfully to new conditions in their industry group, and that's a quality I like to see. They reported earnings not too long ago, and it was just a fantastic quarter. You mentioned a company like Priceline
yes.
that reported earnings after the close. This is a longtime favorite of mine, just a good, high-quality stock. I mean, I think it's still growing 30% annually, and it's a huge, large-cap company, and it's been all over the place in after hours. But like you said, it's up now to around 440, and again, just a company with a good track record of bottom line and top line growth, a well-run company with good return on equity. So it's basically just about identifying fundamentally strong stocks with good balance sheets and good institutional ownership, and then using technical analysis to identify the best time to buy. And once you have a profit in that stock, then you use technical analysis alone to help you decide when to sell.
Ken, what's amazing is that like a JDSU, it's amazing, something like this comes back. But I guess it totally makes sense, because it seems that when in 2000 everything was overbuilt and then the hype was insane, right? But the reality is that, we're 11 years later, and now this infrastructure is getting used, and that infrastructure, because of mobile devices and computing power, is we need more of it, right?
It needs to be built out more, and that's where JDS Uniphase comes in. And so they're right there capitalizing on it, and their latest earnings report showed that, and their outlook for 2011 was very bullish. Since I've been at the Street, I contribute frequently to Mad Money on CNBC, Jim Cramer's show. And
I've heard your name now. I've heard him mention the name. Yeah.
Yeah. So I give him some technical analysis help. He may ask me to go over a chart, and when JDS Uniphase reported earnings and it gapped up, we talked about the stock back then, and just talked about what we just talked about, the fact that this is a company that's probably not too late to buy. It's adapting successfully to new conditions in its industry, and then the stock got a little parabolic. It was up some 9 out of 10 trading sessions, big volume, and now it's just it's pulling back. It's still holding above its 20-day moving average. It may or may not hold that line, but I think the long-term story for this company is pretty strong.
When equities start rising, and we'll stay with JDS Uniphase for a second here. The acceleration that you like to see in earnings, what type of acceleration is it?
Well, you definitely want to see, if you see it on a sequential basis, that's very good. So maybe 25% growth to 50% to 75 to 100. That's what's called accelerating sequential growth. So I just like to see good, robust increases.
Just stay right there for a second, Ken. We're going to be coming right back. Stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.
Tom O'Brien's weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, gives traders, investors, and money managers a thorough strategy for trading in the gold market. If you're an investor in gold or any of the gold mining equities, this newsletter is an essential tool that can help you become a better trader in the gold market. The Gold Report comes out every Monday with complete coverage of the entire gold market, including the XAU, HUI, the dollar, the bond, the rand, as well as more than 35 different mining equities. For the low price of $150, you will receive 13 weeks of the Gold Report, or you can order up to a full year for under $500. If you'd like to find out more about the Gold Report, log on to TFNN.com, or for more information, call our office at 877-518-9190. That's 877-518-9190.
Are you looking for a precision edge in the market? Something that can stack the odds in your favor? Then look into Larry Pesavento's new trading newsletter, Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind. In each weekly issue, Larry explains what's going to happen in the markets based on the pattern he sees developing and gives you actionable trade ideas based on those patterns. Plus, you'll get his detailed analysis on a variety of markets and sectors, including stocks, treasury bonds, the gold market, oil, the dollar, the forex market, and more. And you'll get the Technical Corner segment, which is a short but powerful weekly training session on trading. You'll get access to all the patterns Larry is seeing in the markets, plus the Astro Harmonics and powerful Bradley stock market model that Larry utilizes for less than $5 a day. An extremely potent combination that will give you just the edge you've been looking for. Try Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind absolutely free for 2 weeks. Go to TFNN.com and click on the free trial link at the top of the page. That's an $85 value, yours free when you register right now. Get Larry's Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind and get the edge you've been looking for.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we pay you more for converting your jewelry to cash.
Let's go to Brian in New Jersey. Hey, Brian, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, just want to let you know I did give you some jewelry. My jeweler offered me about $650, but you get a check in the mail tomorrow for about $1,200.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, it's all about honesty when converting your jewelry to cash.
Okay, let's go to Paul in Florida first. Hey, Paul, what's going on?
I want to commend you on the Tiger Metal Exchange. I just did a deal with you guys the other day.
Oh, good.
I'm very happy.
Well, I appreciate it. Now, Did you sell us jewelry or did you buy coins off us?
I sold you jewelry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What we weighted at was less than you guys said, so, you're totally honest.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we give you the tools to value your gold, and it's absolutely free. Call 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. We've created the easiest, safest, and most honest cash for gold process. Tiger Metal Exchange. It's the only call you need to make.
This segment is brought to you by Direction Shares. To learn more about tactical tools for the sophisticated active investor, hit the Direction Shares banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Our guest today is our man, Mr. Ken Shreve. We were just actually talking about Priceline, and Priceline did come out with numbers, folks. They beat their numbers by 30 cents. Pretty amazing. The stock was at $4.25, went as low as $3.97. It's trading out at $4.48. You got to love that, Ken, right?
Well, the thing with Priceline is that when I first saw the numbers, I said, "Uh-oh," because they missed on revenue.
Okay.
And when you're a stock like Priceline that always sells at a premium and a higher multiple than maybe its peers,
yes,
you're held to a high standard during earnings season. And again, this is a company that has very few missteps when it reports results. It always beats handily on the top line and bottom line, and their guidance is always strong. But they missed on revenue, bottom line. That was offset, however, by strong guidance in 2011. So I think the guidance for 2011 was very strong and well ahead of what was expected, and that's what's giving shares a lift.
I see. When you're scanning and building a portfolio, because I know you got a monster there with was it NOG? What was it? I was following you somewhat.
No, Northern Oil and Gas has been a big winner for me. That's a small cap exploration and production company. They're very big in the oil-rich Williston Basin in North Dakota and Montana. I mean, they are not an operator. What they do is they buy shares of wells from other companies. So they have a very unique business model. And they're really growing bottom line and top line results rapidly. I mean, I've had the stock for 2 months, up about 40 or 50%, and I think there's still more upside. It's a very well-run company, and it also has the look of a takeover candidate. Frankly, I wouldn't be surprised to see them get taken out at some point in the future.
That's a decent business plan when you basically buying shares because you're taking the risk out of the market that, is there oil and gas there? So they're buying shares that they know that it's already there, right?
Yeah, exactly. So that really helps profit margin. I mean, their margins are huge, and they don't have to make a big investment. I mean, in terms of upkeeping the well and all those costs,
right.
They don't have to stomach any of that. That goes to the the operator of the well that they're buying the share from. So it's a very unique business model. Northern Oil and Gas, NOG, has been a big winner, and my other big oil holding, which I still like despite a big price move, is Baker Hughes, BHI.
Okay.
That's a company that again has run up quite a bit, but they had really a blockbuster fourth quarter when they reported a little while ago, and I think this company is well positioned for growth as well.
Yeah, it's like that looks like a huge ABC up. So 59. 47, $12. Yeah, interesting, man. Holy cow.
So, these stocks have just run up like that. I mean, Baker Hughes, during its run-up, it really has traded orderly, too, and I really like to see that when a stock is in an uptrend. I mean, you're seeing a lot of kind of erratic price action in the market. You were seeing it even in Priceline ahead of the results today. But
yes.
A company like Baker Hughes, it's kind of moving up, and then it's moving sideways, and it's moving up again, and really keeping its price swings on a tight leash, and I like that. And there's a lot of talk about merger and acquisition activity in 2011, and I still think that's going to be a very real story. I think we're going to see it in spades in 2011, and I think the energy sector is going to be one of the prime areas where we're going to see it, particularly among E&P firms, the exploration and production firms, bigger players coming in and buying smaller players. So, I wouldn't be surprised to see, M&A activity in the energy space this year.
Yeah, with the price of energy, period, that's throwing off a lot of cash, no doubt, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Amazing. Well, listen, Ken, we really appreciate you coming on. Look forward to having you on next week.
Yeah, sounds good, Tom. Appreciate it, and good to talk to you again. I'll talk to you soon.
Awesome, man. Have a great one, Ken. Have a safe one.
Take care.
That's our man, Mr. Ken Shreve, and bottom line, we'll get him on there again next week and give us an update of what he thinks is going on in the marketplace, folks.